Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to Eternal Darkness. Last time, we began our journey. We are playing as Alexandra Roivas, who got an unsettling call in the middle of the night that her grandfather had been murdered. So we've come here to his house, the ancestral Roivas mansion, in the hopes of finding out what happened to him. We found a mysterious room hidden away behind a fake wall, and a strange book. Maybe this book has some answers for what we're looking for. A large, leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Should Alex read the book? Let's do it.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality. To see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool. Where is Quies Candamest? Where is Conservondine?
Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pupna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurion Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient.
Come to us, Pious Augustus.
And all of a sudden, we are playing as a Roman centurion, Pious Augustus, who has got a pretty nice sword. This is a gladius, the standard weapon of the Roman army. A short double-edged sword with a sharp triangular point. The gladius was designed primarily for hacking and chopping at the enemy, but could be used to pierce armor as well. And you can tell he has it equipped because it's displayed up above the item, so we can unequip it, re-equip it. Let's keep it equipped for now. We don't know where we are. We're in some strange temple. So we can run around. Let's take a look and see what awaits us. Big open room with nothing to find here. Let's head down the stairs. Ladder. A ladder leads into the dank heart of the labyrinth. Danger lurks beneath, yet Pious' courageous resolve does not buckle. Should Pious climb down the ladder? Yeah, sure, why not? And, ooh, creepy skeletons hanging out here. And, hello. Interesting little glowing block. And the skeleton reanimates. So, much like before, we can press the A button to attack. And since it's a sword and not a shotgun... Oh, I love that he turns when the light flicks. It does not have ammo, so just slashing them. Ooh, a bunch of them. You gotta be careful, because your swing can get interrupted by hitting a wall or something. So you gotta be careful of your the room you're fighting in. There we go. Deal enough damage to an enemy and they will start falling down and flashing, and you can finish them. Do that and they will dissolve and disappear. We could just run past these, but I wanted to make sure I killed them off proper. Yes, goodbye. Now we do have a limited amount of health. Let's see, doesn't show on the pause menu because we haven't taken a hit yet, but Pious can only take so many hits. So be careful not to fight too much. If you want to, you can just sprint past them and ignore them. But a strange granite block lies on the floor. Let's pick it up. Let's take a look what this says here. This is a sharp-edged block of granite, etched on one side with a curious line design, colored blood red. Nothing we can do with that for the moment, so let's move on. And, ooh, more enemies. Well, you know what? I'm gonna fight you guys. You can see one of them's actually bigger than the other. He is tougher, he's got more health, but they still get knocked over with his combo there. We'll have a better way of dealing with these enemies in just a little bit. For now, finish you off, so I'm only dealing with one at a time. Ooh. Oh, barely dodged. Come on, come on. Stand up so I can kill you. Come on. There we go. Good riddance. And we got another granite block. Let's pick it up and take a look at the description of this one. It's got a different rune on it. Sharp-edged block of granite, etched on one side with a curious line design, colored an insipid green. I love the descriptive language in this game. Let's see. Anything this way? Nope. In fact, I think if we look at the map, you can see there's only one way out here. Oops. Let's head through this door. A few more skellies. We're taking them all out. These are not too hard. They'll just do some basic physical damage to you if they hit you. Kill that one off. Who's... Oh, nice. Oop, I got hit. There. You can see my health going down. Ooh, and it shows us here. The health meter. This meter represents life energy. Every time a character takes damage, the level will get lower. When it reaches 0, the character will die. Now, you don't have a block or anything, so your best bet is to attack as fast as possible and then run out of the way if you need to. You'll see, actually, that Pious is not doing his 3-hit combo. That's because his stamina ran out and had to refill. So he's winded. Running, attacking a bunch, all of that uses your stamina. And stamina's a hidden gauge. It's not something you can see on any UI element. You know what? Let's pick this up. Nice thing is, while you're interacting with items, it sort of freezes time, so enemies won't get up and attack you. One more combo. I want to kill you off. There's no real point to killing them, aside from just getting them out of the room. You don't get... It's not an RPG. You don't get experience points. You don't get health back for killing them. Nothing like that. Alright, we got a third one. Sharp-edged block of granite. Etched on one side with a curious line design, colored a ghostly blue. Only one way to go again, so let's climb down. Seriously, when the flames spark like that and he turns to look, it's just a nice little touch. The camera is not always your friend. But in this instance, it's fine. We took care of him. Huh. Bars across the door block Pious' exit from the room. Well, let's wander back this way and see open door here. Nice thing is you can look on the map, different layers of floors. It's all been just sort of one path we can take. This is the first branching path, but we can't really do anything with the barred door. Ooh. It's the same symbols as we found on those granite blocks. And there's some holes beneath them. Let's go ahead and fight these guys. Yes, kill them off. Okay, run away a little bit. Oh, I knew I was going to get hit by one of those. There's really no point in fighting them, as I said, but I don't know, I want to take them all out. I'm playing dangerously here. I should walk away, let my stamina rebuild. Okay, this is just funny. Shambling along. There is a much easier way to fight them, but I'm going to hold off for a second because, oh, there we go. Nice big hit. The game will teach us this better way shortly. Okay, take them all out. Come on, finish them off. Yes, they're all defeated. And unfortunately, we're at barely above half health. I think there's nothing else to find in here except a fourth granite block. Let's grab it. And this one, sharp-edged block of granite etched on one side with a curious line design, filled with purple and tainted by black shadow. Interesting that that one's worded just slightly different from the others. So, aside from the clock, this is our first actual puzzle of the game. And what do we find here? This wall is prominently decorated with a strange line symbol carved into the granite. Cut into the wall is a square hole lined with scratches, as though something has been removed from it. So what we need to do is use the granite block. Nope, wrong one. Use the wrong color and it will spawn an enemy for you to fight. You want to use the right one, and you can probably guess which one is the right one by doing a little color matching. Yeah, I didn't know until I was prepping for this LP that that happened, because, I mean, obviously I'd never screwed it up before, because it's pretty obvious which one you need to use. But yeah, put the wrong one in and it spawns an enemy. Here we got the blue one. Oh, and they're glowing. Tells you we did something right there. Next, let's use the red one. Old green can fill his slot. And then there's only one left, the purple one. Interesting that it's those same colors we saw on that piece of art in the dining room of the mansion. And for solving that puzzle, it opened the door. See, I forget, did they say anything new? Oh yeah, the hole is filled with a granite block. It cannot be removed, as though it is magically sealed into place. So once it's in the right place, it cannot come out again, telling you you've solved the puzzle correctly. And I don't think... Yep, enemy didn't respawn, but this door is now open. And hello, it kind of looks like a statue of us. Pious, you must prove your worth by destroying this statue. Pressing R will enable Pious to select which target to attack. Releasing R slightly, then pressing it again will cycle between multiple targets. Pious can attack specific body parts while locked onto an enemy by moving the left stick and pressing A. Use up to attack the head, left and right to attack the arms. This is the tactic that makes the skeletons easier. So hold R. Oh, actually, let's examine first. Does it say the same thing? Yeah, same thing. So hold R. It automatically locks onto the body. Press up. Cuts off the head. Left. Gets rid of that arm. Right. Gets rid of that arm. And then one last attack to the body. And we did it. So when you attack those skeletons, those standard rambling ones, chop off their head, and they'll lose their head in one hit, and they will then ramble along, unable to find you. Chop off their head in both their arms. Oh, let's run past you here. And yeah, here, let's do this. Alright. Take care of you guys. Now you. See, they're just gonna stand there. They'll even swing and hit each other. See, oh, they're not close enough. But take off the arms, and once you do the head and both arms, they instantly drop into the finishing position. There we go. Much quicker, much easier to take them out. And if you take care of all of them knocking off their heads, you can take care of the room at your leisure. You could have actually done this before the tutorial, but I wanted to wait for the game to tell us this. Now, it focused on this when we entered here. What is this? A button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Should Pious push the button? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's push the button. Ooh, door closed behind us. Some obelisks rise up. Not sure if I should touch the glowing, yellow, electrified-looking floor. But we don't really have a choice. It teleports us to a strange, windy room? Let's look at our map. So, we've gone quite a ways. And we find some interesting pedestals here. Let's take a look. What do these have to say? Shaped like a delicate dome, a pale blue statuette floats gracefully above the pedestal. Should Pious claim this artifact? No, not yet. Let me look at all of them first. An effigy resembling a warped angel, shaped from dark green emerald, hovers effortlessly above the pedestal. No, not claiming this artifact either. A strange sculpture resembling a red clawed worm mysteriously floats above the pedestal. No. Okay, so we have 3 artifacts to choose from. And I'll go ahead and tell you, this choice affects your gameplay. It's sort of a soft difficulty option. Blue is considered the hardest mode, red is medium, and green is easy. I'm gonna choose red for this LP. So, red clawed worm, let's claim it.
Eons have passed since then, and I have learned much. Chattur'gha's power filled me, invigorating my dead body. With a touch, I could level buildings, rend the ground asunder, and channel power such as mortal men could only dream. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Alex has acquired the Tome of Eternal Darkness. So let's take a look at that. That was a weird little bit of storytelling there. This is the Tome of Eternal Darkness, where experience, spells, and enchanted items can be stored for future use. It's been made from fragments of human skin and bone and endowed with magical powers. So, yeah, Pious Augustus grabbed one of the artifacts and turned into a skeleton, a lich. It's unclear at this point what happened, but he chose Chattur'gha. That'll have some bearing on the game as we play through. And you know what? This Gladius we found, that is the same Gladius he wielded. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if they ever officially say it's the exact same one, but since we saw him wield it, let's equip it. And Alex now has a sword. Yes. Stab things. Can she do a... Yeah. She can do the combo too. You only do the third hit of the combo if you're actually interacting with an enemy. But we saw this. Maybe if we had a tome we could decipher it. Let's examine it now. Strangely, with the Tome of Eternal Darkness in her possession, Alex can read the page. It is a chapter page from the tome itself. Should Alex take the chapter page? Yes. Alex has found a chapter page entitled The Binding of the Corpse God. And these chapter pages are essentially how you progress through the game. Each time you find one, it will start the next section. Let's check it. Use this item to read the chapter. No, not reading it yet. I think that's going to wrap up this episode. We saw Pious Augustus' story, which did not seem to end well for him. But as a result, we now have the Tome of Eternal Darkness, and hopefully, as we find pages, we can go through some stories and eventually get details of what happened to our grandfather. But we'll have to wait for the next page until the next episode. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.